The descent into madness for my dad wasn't an easy nor graceful fall, for it was bad. The bottle made him into a monster, drinking, gulp, drunk, the cycle repeats itself. And what a sad excuse of a figure who is just as disfigured from the vial, who also never made an effort to be in my life. So he hid his poison, just in plain sight. And the day he chugged it all and hit me and my mom like a plug, like we were the bad ones for wanting him to get better. We were the bad ones for wanting to leave the ladder. I remember how often he was never home, always on some sort of business trip, and the day he called me and Mom on the phone. It started off all right, with the sweet words being only as outrageously, bitterly sweet they could be, where he fumed at my mom again and again. It ended up being an argument where Mom cried, which wasn't unusual, but it made me cry this once. And I still remember the one day he asked me, "Why can't you be like your brothers?" and tried hitting me across the face in my own space. The rage boiled in me like a stewing brew of all the things I couldn't consume, for I was too small and way too little to comprehend such maturity. I felt so little. I cried my little heart out. I cried until I couldn't no more, for I was violent and I was small, and he was quite too tall and too large, and knew the rules of adulthood and laws. He towered over me as I began to grow. His hand was a chokehold on my life and body. I thought to myself, that couldn't have happened. He would never do that to me. And as I fled the scene with tears in my eyes, thinking the same thought over and over, I felt as if I was free, like I could fly. Fly away from all of my problems like a white dove hovering on the currents of a strong breeze, high above the billowing white puffy clouds into the sapphire crystal blue sky. I never knew how feeling so free could feel, when you can finally breathe instead of feeling so unreal. But as the world began to grow beneath my feet, suddenly it started getting harder to breathe. I tripped and stumbled my way to a spot where her eyes widened and her mouth dropped. I still get jealous of those with a dad, with a good heart and a desire to learn, with a love as great as the end of the world, that made an effort to play catch, that made an effort to be in my life, and made an effort to be a team player, and not crush mischief every chance he got, make everyone cry at every single unsightly thing we saw, but most of all, a good dad that could speak his truth, and admit his wrongs and faculties and make a wrong a right, and not choose to hide himself in plain sight, to try to live for the signs of such spite, before you two find yourself stuck with such a vengeance of something you couldn't control. Thank you.